All right, we are live for the first time in a couple of days. What's going on with the game day thing? Hold on. I figure that out. There we go. Okay, we got that. No, get rid of that. Okay. All right, what's going on, Jack? Welcome in. First live stream in a while. It has been since we have live streamed. Last time we live streamed was the second win in the series finale for. I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. Okay, we got that up. I'm still trying to get everything together, Jack. But welcome into the stream, man. Thanks for coming by. It's very good to be back. I'm feeling good tonight. What's up, John? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this game. I know that Hunter Green is that's right? Hunter Green is one of the most sought after free agents or prospects, but I feel like the Red Sox can hit velo. If it's down the middle, it's a very flat 102. It's not super um it's not super movement based and stuff like that. So I feel like 102 is hittable. I feel like we can get some offense going tonight. I'm hoping. I'm just gonna tweet out the live link. Oh, that's probably gonna be loud and annoying. All right, let me just tweet out the live link. Took a good week to go on vacation, missed some games, but they all looked like duds. There were some good games mixed in there. There really were. There were some good games mixed in the Orioles series. Last night was brutal. Yeah, have to be better than last night. Last night was brutal. I understood. I am the first to admit, Luis Castillo, as much as we want to poop on the Reds and how bad they started this season, Luis Castillo is the real deal. So I understand. He still hasn't. I don't think anyone but Devers has a hit on his fastball the entirety of this year. That's insane. Um, so I was kind of expecting him not to have a ton of offense last night, but tonight we got it. You got to capitalize on the young arm, the lack of control. Yeah, he throws gas, but his slider doesn't really move. This is it. It's Morbin time. Anyone see Mobius? I feel like that was a terrible movie. Any particular reason why we slipped recently? I mean, we should have won the Orioles series. Realistically, the bullpen blew it completely. So that's what's up, Christian. That's if we didn't implode in the first game of that Orioles series, it's an entirely different conversation right now. Even if we lost this first game against the Red. But the skid, I mean, it's not really a skid, right? They're still three for their last. They're still three for their last six, so it's not like or two for the last. Oh yeah, they're kind of on a skid right now. Never mind. But at the same time, it's not the end of the season yet, so slipped, yeah, but I wouldn't say they're skidding or anything crazy. Castillo had their number last night. Yeah, Castillo was insane last night. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. There is no shot he's actually injured. Not a single shot. Yeah, Barnes got sent to the 15-day IL with shoulder inflammation. I hope he has a nice long rehab assignment too. We'll see. I'm glad they got Strong back so quickly though. All right, I just gotta tweet this out really quickly. Not at DraftKings. Don't need to do that. Said before the game last night, after we get no hit, we should trade for Luis Castillo. I said we should trade for Luis Castillo too, but it's gonna be pretty tough to get him. We're gonna have to give up one of the big three to get Castillo here. And someone brought up a good point on Twitter last night. We got a lot of players in our system right now who are very similar to Luis Castillo's style. The problem is you're gonna have to wait. Not even a chance, man. Don't ever say that again. Playing BR on the show right now. Can't watch the Red Sox anyways. Got to get that BR grind. We're not trading Xander Bogaerts. We're not. I have so many tabs open right now. It's insane. Xander's not even close to mid. You don't know what you're saying. Honestly, Mayo, you can't say Xander's mid. He's one of the top 5 shortstops in the entire league. Whitlock's the top 3 relief right-hand pitcher if we use him as a reliever. I don't understand why they still have him in the rotation. I really don't. He's a very average pitcher right now, which is not good because he was the league's best reliever at the beginning of the year and one of the league's best reliever last year. Tell Bloom to bring up prospects. The only prospects I could see fitting into this team right now, and Eric, the only prospects I really see the Red Sox dipping into is hopefully the bullpen. That's where I'm hoping we see the prospects come up. I don't think, as much as I would love to see Duran up here, I don't think he's got an everyday spot. I don't think he can really platoon with anybody either. X is a top 2 shortstop. What are you talking about? Facts. What I think about Franchi leading off, let him get up there. Let him do his thing. Franchi's been really, really good. I have no problem with Franchi leading off. Give Kike a day off. It's a lefty-lefty, though, isn't it? We'll see how that goes. 2 lefties to lead it off. We got Franchi, and then immediately we have Devers. But Devers is really Wong. Eric, right now, Christian Vasquez is hitting over 300. He's just the 3rd hottest hitter on our team right now. Why are we going to take him out now? That makes no sense. And like I said, with Duran, I would love to get Duran up here. I'm a big fan of Duran as anybody. But yeah, Plawecki, okay, I could kind of see that for Wong, yeah. But yeah, as much as I love Duran and I want to see Duran succeed at the major league level, I don't think he has a spot on the team right now. I'm just saying, put Wong at catcher and Vasquez at short. Mayo, I might have to ban you, dude. If you keep the Xander slander up, I'm gonna have to ban you. Vasquez overperforming every step. He is genuinely the 3rd best hitter on this team right now. That's crazy. First ban. I'm not actually gonna ban Mayo. But we are no Xander slander on here. Also, by the way, chat, I did create a membership level, and we got some emotes I need to share with you guys. Check this out. I got a Trevor Story bomb. Look at that. It's a little storybook with bombs on the inside. Thought that was pretty creative. We could only have 4, so I had to pick very, very carefully. So we got the Trevor Story bomb. We had to go with the Danish, because our entire live stream is based on the fact that Tyler Danish is here, right? So I had to go with a Danish emoji. And we got Xander, we got Xander, we got Devers, Moneybags. Because those are the 2 best players on our team, and they deserve to be paid. So we got those 4 emotes for only $2.99. You also get a badge, and you get early access to videos. So I figured I'd throw that out there. I made it as cheap as I possibly could for you guys, because I feel like those, I don't want you guys paying a ton of money to watch me, right? If I could, I would make it free, but I also obviously can't make it free, so I made it as cheap as I possibly could. So those are the emotes. If you guys want to do that, there should be a join button somewhere on the screen. There we go. Perfect game over, but a nice little first inning for Garrett Whitlock. This is the 2nd week in a row we've had Garrett Whitlock, actually. But anyways, yes, you get that. You get a little badge next to your name saying, hey, I've been subscribed for so long. I wish there was a way to show you guys those, because it's like a green seat, a blue seat, and then you get the red seat once you're subscribed for a certain amount of time. But if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I have absolutely no idea how you guys join that. I've never actually done that on YouTube, so I don't know how it works, but supposedly there should be one right under the video. I'm ahead of you? Wow, that's the first time ever. Maybe my Wi-Fi went out. I know, usually I am a mile behind anybody, but my Wi-Fi went out for the last 2 days. That's why there hasn't been a ton of videos on the channel. But you have been here for a while, Griffin. That's true. But so I got my Wi-Fi fixed. Maybe it's faster. But yeah, anyways, so if you want to feel free and have the ability to use those emotes, it is $2.99. It's like join, you become a member of the channel, I believe. You get a bunch of cool stuff. So if you're interested, I figured I'd put it out there for you guys. And if we can get 3 subscribers, I can get 5 more emotes, and we can have a lot of fun with those. You have a little card emote. We got a little thumbs up emote because I know someone wanted to do that. Oh, Brian. Brian wanted to do the thumbs up to make sure he gets his likes on these videos. So once we get there, we will have a lot of fun making new emotes and such. But we got to get there first. So Tristan Cassis, there will definitely be if we get to the threshold and Tristan Cassis comes up, I will for sure be making a Tristan Cassis emote. I'm excited to see Cordero. Oh no, it's a right-handed pitcher. Why did I think he was a left-handed pitcher? I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought Hunter Green was yeah, for sure. Tristan Cassis will get one 100%. We should have a K emote. Yeah, that's another good one. Like I said, we just don't have the threshold now with members. We got to have I think it's 3 members, and then we can get another 5 emotes, something like that. So Cassis is not going anywhere because of his injury. Yeah. He'll be if he's coming up at all this year. It's not till later in the year. JD is so underrated right here. JD right now is last couple of games not so much, but he's the best hitter in baseball right now. Literally can't find the join button. Maybe it's because I'm an iPad. I have no idea. I think there's a certain way to join via mobile. And I think I have to I have to do that, and that's on me. I'm gonna look that up. YouTube on mobile. Deciding that's mobile. Let me take a look. So I guess there's a the join button. Okay. I guess it's on the channel. I have no idea, man. I need to look way more into this, but I did want to get them out there. Ah, no, I have to, Griffin. I have to get a link. Let me see if I can find the link actually. Let me see. Let me see. Bear with me for a second. Hold on. We're a little slow. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, Wi-Fi's not better. I'll probably be down. Let's see if there's a link I can grab. Yep, I do have a link. Okay, copy. There's oops. Here's the link to join the membership if you guys are so inclined to do so. I just want to get that out there. Again, not expecting anyone to do so, but I hope the Ran is the X factor this year. Could be. Definitely could be. Depends. They're gonna have to find a spot for him though. I don't know what that spot's gonna be. Oh, Devers wanted that fastball. Dennis Eckersley kills me. Whoever said, yeah, Mayo, it was Mayo. We're either winning by 20 or getting no hit. That's about as accurate as a prediction as I can figure out. Because Hunter Green's either incredible or he's way off. So it'll be interesting tonight. We need to split this series, though. We need to. We can't go into Oakland losing 3 in a row. And not that this month is a make or break month, but it would be nice to. It'd be nice to at least split this series, go in with a win, you know. Oh, that hit him? No. Where's Brian Bayo at? He's in AAA. We probably won't see him this year. He just made it back in top 1,000. Good Lord, Griffin. He's in Mayo. He's in AAA. Just got promoted. We probably won't see him much this year unless he's like absolutely insane in AAA. They need time to develop. You think he'll be up by September? I don't know. I think it depends on our situation. I think I made a. Did uh, I talked about it sometime. Yeah, he's got to be easy, but he has to do insane. He should be 99th, Gamerson. He's got the fastest fastball in the league. He's been very good. Yeah, Bayo's been insane, but he's got to keep it up for AAA. I think he had his first start. He did really well, right? But the Red Sox in particular are very meticulous with the way that they promote pitchers. It takes a while for you to get up in the Red Sox organization. Mayo, I believe Meta is double A. Someone can double check that for me. 3-0. What do you mean, Eric? It's three. Like the score's 3-0? No, it's still 0-0 on my screen, unless I'm like 10 minutes behind. Stacked minor league system, good time to rebuild if we so desire. I don't know if they're in full rebuild. 3 wins for Bayo in AAA. Eric, I thought he had his first. That was Bayo apparently. Ah, yeah. See, I'm not super good with prospects. Like I will get the big updates. Like I knew Cassis injury, I knew Mayer injury. I saw when Blaze Jordan had that really good week. I know when Bayo's like, but I don't follow these guys well enough. I'm so focused right now on the Red Sox, even though obviously that is the Red Sox kind of. But back to Griffin's thing, I don't know if they're gonna rebuild. I don't know. Meta has joined any team. Has not joined any team. I thought, yeah, because he just came back from an injury, right? God damn, that was crazy. That's not good. We'll say retool, yeah. Rehab, yeah. Yeah, I knew he was injured. 95 overall Bello and the next Emily Show Pro. Yeah, it looks disgusting. That card looks like a lot of fun. What's up, Iman? Welcome into the stream. Yeah, we need to win this game. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta at least split this. Already back in last time's form. We've seen, and it sucks because if these two go in the series before us, we get the worst pitchers in the league to tee off against. But unfortunately, we get two of the most talented pitchers in the league. You had Luis Castillo, who I saw a stat before the game. He had not gotten a hit yet. No one's gotten a hit yet off of his fastball. That was before the game. I believe Devers now has the one. And then we get Hunter Green, who, yeah, he's had a tough go of it, but if he's on, he is on. You want Santiago Espinal on our team so bad? I don't know if he's going to do a whole lot. Look at that. Jack is the first member of the Bleachers. Welcome in. Welcome in, Jack. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now you got a whole tool. You got a whole arsenal of emotes. Check it out. You got the Danish. We got the Xander emote. We got the Devers emote. We got the story emote. All available. Look at that. But thank you so much, Jack. I really do appreciate it. Rebuild means bye-bye Bogarts. I don't think I really don't think that they're gonna I don't see it. I don't see him trading Xander. All signs point to them not trading Xander. The only reason we've been talking about them trading Xander is because of the fact that they're not doing well. If they were doing well, it'd be no question. Hello there. Sadly, I'm not going to stay long. I'm en route to a softball game. But if the game's still on when I come back, I'm definitely going to be joining back. Sounds good, Rodrigo. Good luck. Good luck. Hopefully you do well. I got to join a men's softball league. I've been thinking about it for a while. I just never have. I've been moving around a lot too. That's the problem. So it's hard. It's hard to find like a men's softball league when you're only somewhere for a year. But I gotta find a men's softball league. Seems like way too much fun. Little beer league. Yeah, look at that. I love the Danish emo. That's my favorite one I made. The storybook's pretty good, but the Danish emote slaps. I'm happy it turned out pretty well. And you got the little green seat next to your name once you're subscribed for 2 months or joined. Once you become a member for 2 months. I always say subscribe to I'm used to Twitch stuff. Once you become a member for 2 months, you get the coveted red seat. You're in the red seat group. I think I called you're in the red seat club. I think that's what I called it. After 2 months, you go from the bleachers to the grandstand to the red seats. That's how I did it. Which I think makes sense in my mind. So I got the green for the bleachers, the blue for the grandstand, and the red for the red seat, obviously. But yeah, it took me a while to figure out what emails to go with. But those are when we had our last live stream, which feels like forever ago, by the way. Those were the 4 that people wanted. Do I think Whitlock is more valuable in the bullpen or as a starter? I think right now he's more valuable in the bullpen. But I think long term, he definitely deserves a shot at this starting role because we've seen greatness out of him. But right now, with the state of this bullpen, with the state of the Red Sox, it just doesn't make sense to me to put him into a game to start it when you can use him 3 or 4 times a week to shut games down. Right? Think about our record. Think about what our record would be if we had Garrett Whitlock in the 8th or 9th inning of some of these games. Genuinely, we'd be at least at 500. Davis is a closer. I'd love to see Davis as a closer. I think he's been fantastic this year. He was a little bit off last night, but he's been so far so good with Davis. I like Davis as a closer. I like Strahm as a closer, possibly. I know he had a little bit of a breakdown before he went on the COVID list, but still. I'd love to see him as get the shot, the closer, and that's really it. I mean, Schreiber maybe, but Schreiber had a little bit of a meltdown too, and he's still kind of young. Left-handed closers aren't a good of a idea. Aren't good idea though. I see that's we don't see a ton of left-handed closers, but we've seen Austin Davis be effective and Matt Strahm be effective against. Look at that, 2 double plays in 1 inning. That's pretty good. They've been effective against righties, so I don't know. I get it's not a good idea, but when you've got the state of the bullpen that it's in right now, and you need a guy, and you need a guy to close down games, and regardless of whether that's a right-handed or left-handed, I think you just go with your most reliable pitcher. And normally, I would say go Whitlock, but obviously they want him in that starting role for whatever reason. Yeah, Gary, I agree. I think right now, again, put Whitlock back in the bullpen. There's plenty of years. Yeah, Josh Hader. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, but Josh Hader is a great example of a successful left-handed closer, and I don't know. I think Strahm could slowly become that guy specifically. I like Davis as a setup man. I like Strahm coming in. Let me see here. What was I gonna say? I had something to say. Oh, someone on Twitter brought up possibly making Houck the closer. I just don't think that Houck is gonna be capable of closing games. What do you guys think? Rich Hill is fading. Yeah, Rich Hill is his stamina is down. I think I've said this almost every single time I've done a series recap with Rich Hill. he is an absolute heart attack to watch. And whether he's on or he's not on, and when he's not on, he is terrible. We saw it in the marathon. We saw it last night. Or sorry, we saw it in the 10-0 loss to the Baltimore Orioles. But when he's on, he's really good. Problem is he can only max go 5 innings before he starts, really losing velo, and it's already sitting at 88. So he's going to be the first, in my opinion, to go into the bullpen once we get Sale back. Let's see what you thought. Let's see what you got, Griffin. You got 7 years, player option 2, 3, club option. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think, their main focus this offseason will probably be getting Devers back. Houck wasted as a closer. Yeah, that's my thought too. But I also just don't know if Houck has what it takes to be a closer, to be honest with you. He's got that attitude, sure. But sometimes when he comes into games, he's all over the place. Sale will get injured again. We'll have to wait and see. His throwing motion is definitely has him. His throwing motion definitely has him in a category to be hurt a lot, but we desperately need a healthy Chris Sale this year. Man, he is dotting so far. Yeah, Griffin. I think you're on the right track. I think that makes sense. No, we did not. When do you think we'll see Darwin's in again? I don't know. I don't know if we'll see him again this year, to be honest with you. Didn't he had surgery, right? I'm pretty sure it was a pretty serious injury. Plus his control was never his control never really came back in the minors, so I don't know if we'll see him this year. We could use him for sure, but I don't think we'll see him this year. The mystery surrounding Sale's injury is concerning. Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, it could have genuinely been nothing, and they just didn't want to cause panic. Wow, that was Hunter Green's painting tonight. That's not good. Dude could be the greatest pitcher of all time if he could just locate. Yeah, he's got some crazy, funky stuff. German in the bullpen. Yeah, that's definitely an option. What needs to happen right now is we need to start exploring options in the minor leagues for the bullpen. Because anyone we're going to trade for, anyone we are going to trade for is going to cost a lot. And if we're not super competitive in the league, I don't think Heimblum's going to do that. So I think we could all agree the answer to the bullpen is, at least in part, sitting in the minor leagues. But you want to panic? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There are two ways to look at the sale stuff. I think it had to do with an illness, and I don't think, in my personal opinion, this is what happened. I think he got sick, and everyone it would have been a media frenzy about how he's not vaccinated and stuff like that. So I think they avoided it as much as possible and just said mystery illness, even though it was probably just the flu or something. But they knew it would be a media frenzy. So they avoided saying, yeah, Chris Sale got sick. Does that make sense? That's at least how I'm interpreting it. It could have also been, he could have stubbed his toe playing Wii Sports or something, and they just didn't want to make a story out of it. That is, yeah, Gamerson. That's 4 straight Ks. I'm telling you, and for people who are like, we have to beat the Reds, it'd be nice to split this series 100%. Doesn't mean our season's over if we don't beat the Reds. 1 and 2, these guys went from 3-22 to whatever they're at now in the month of May. They've been just as high as the Red Sox, so it's not like that was a good pick by Votto, actually. So it's not like this team came in and is going to roll over and die. A lot like the Orioles, who it sucks not taking a series from them, but they're a sneaky decent team. Right now they're kind of middle of the pack in terms of record this year. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sale definitely dominates Wii Bowling. 100%. No, I'm not ready to say fire Heimblum yet, Eric. I'm not. I think after this offseason with how many free agents and big piece free agents too. It's not just like, oh, that a baby. Trevor Story just ripped that. He's going for two. Does he get there? He does. Um, yeah, I think anyway, Eric, back to what I'm saying. There's so many key free agents this offseason. And you've got the Devers thing, right? He is full control over Rafael Devers right now. There is this kind of perfect window of opportunity to get him before he hits the free market. So that to me, the 2022 offseason is where we can start the fire high bloom. If he doesn't bring back any of them, but also doesn't replace their value on this team, then we start the fire high. We get the pitchforks. Um The only way we win the World Series if we trade for Jose Devers and get both brothers. Yeah, got to do it. It's the only possible way. There goes the no hitter. There goes the perfect game. Yep. Well, what is up with Christian Vasquez eye black right now? Can't fire Bloom. No one decent would interview for the job if you cut the project this short. Yeah, it's true. Bloom is not done. Has not done with Devers or Bogarts. Yeah, no, he's dropped the ball on both of them so far, but that doesn't mean he can't pick it back up. Again, you have an entire other year to figure out this. Hold on. He's got an entire other year to figure out this Devers stuff, right? And he's got at least it's the end of the offseason to figure out a good offer for Xander Bogaerts. Xander's obviously going to field other offers. That's not really a question. Unless this team starts tanking. He already said if he's open to in-season talks. If this team is terrible come August, come September, I could see a little bit of dealing going on there. That could make it worse, that could make it better. Not hitting right now, that's for sure, Griffin. Good Lord. Do I see Kike coming back? He said he wants to. I actually do think they make a decent play at Kike Hernandez just because of his versatility. That's a guy that, Heimblum really, really likes, the versatility type. So I could see them making a pretty decent offer for Kike. My biggest question mark right now is I would assume as good as JD Martinez has been, I would assume they're probably not going to offer him more than a couple year deal. That'd be my guess. So I don't know if he's coming back. That's where I'm at with JD. But Nate Eovaldi is kind of the question mark here. Do they offer him a decent longer term deal? I don't know if they do. In fact, I actually don't think they do at all. I don't know if he's going to need a pay cut, Griffin. He was amazing in the postseason. He's been really good in the postseason, but yeah, his production just isn't worth it right now. This team either scores 5 runs an inning or can't score at all. Yeah, pretty much. And it sucks because there are other decent starters. That's my thought too. But Nate Eovaldi's been such a workhorse and dominant part of this staff for a while now, since 2018. So I don't know. I could see a little bit. I could see again a 3 or 4 year deal, somewhere in that range for Nate Eovaldi. Baltimore is an interesting case. Do you think we could have 5 genuinely competitive teams in a division in a few years? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I could see them. You got to think about their young core, right? You got to think about their bullpen. All they really need to do is add in maybe 1 or 2 other role players and hope that their younger guys continue to develop the way they're developing. Adley's obviously off to a little bit of a tough start, but you've got Cedric Mullins, you've got Ryan Mountcastle, who's a very good hitter. You've got Austin Hayes, who's been fantastic. You got Urias at third base, who's again off to a slow start, but fairly decent, right? So you got those 5 core guys, depending on how they play out. You got the nails in the bullpen, not nails, but they're very, very good in the bullpen. You got John Means. you're only a couple. You got Gunnar Henderson coming up, so I could see the Orioles being a legitimate contender in a couple of years. We're gonna have to figure out, where we're at in a couple of years too, and how Toronto manages their talent because Bichette's going to demand a lot of money, Springer's going to demand a lot of money, Hernandez, Teoscar's probably going to demand a lot of money. Obviously, Vladdy's going to be a bunch of money, so we'll see how they handle that because their window's closing, in my opinion. JD is worth 20 million now. Yeah, that's probably around his range if he keeps hitting like this. I feel like Kike is Core's favorite player too. Yeah, they're very, very close. That could definitely have something to do with it. But Alex Cora is also tight with a lot of these guys. Nate is worth near 12 million. I wouldn't, yeah, again, I could see the Red Sox offering him 3 or 4 years. I don't think they're going to get into another long-term deal, especially with the way Chris Sale's contract is played out. I don't think the front office above Heim wants anything to do with that. So I would be, put it this way, I'd be shocked if the Red Sox end up signing him for what? 7 times 12. I'm so bad at math. 14, 70, 84 million. 7 years, 84 million. I'd be shocked. But I don't know. I don't know. They've been doing some a little bit of surprising. I didn't think Whitlock was going to get an extension this early, but clearly they want him in this future. My favorite Nesson broadcast combination. That's a pretty good question. I love Dennis Eckersley, but right now I love the combination of Mike Monaco and Kevin Youkilis. I think those two together is hilarious. What's your guys' favorite? What is your favorite broadcast combination right now? We're not including past because everyone's will be Don and Jerry, but outside of those two, what's your favorite combination? I genuinely hope that we get, I hope Gary Whitlock can put it together. Right now, I forget what the exact statistic was, but wasn't it like they're hitting like close to 400 on his slider right now? Uke is a great addition, yeah. Yeah, Uke. I hope Uke stays for a while, man. O'Brien and Eck, that's a good combination too. Dave and Bill for that one game, man. That was awesome. What did I miss? I just got back from batting practice. First of all, welcome in. Hopefully practice went well for you. Nothing, honestly. It's 0-0, top of the third. It's just like yesterday's game. We're getting blown away at the plate, and our pitch is doing really well. So you didn't miss a whole lot. You did miss the fact that I now have memberships on my channel. So if you want any of these fine emotes plus a nice little badge next to your name, you can see it on Jack's here. Let me know and I'll put the link in the description for you guys to join. Or I'll put in the chat for you guys to join. Yeah, those fine emotes. Jack will model them for us. I was surprised they didn't put an emote next or a badge next to my name, so I could show you guys what the progression of badges look like. Yeah, it's been a very quiet game, Red Sox fan, much like yesterday. Hopefully the second time through the lineup, maybe these guys just aren't used to seeing 101, 102. I mean, obviously they're not used to seeing 101, 102 every game. So I'm hoping second time through the lineup they figure them out a little bit. That's usually what tends to happen with Devers or Xander and JD specifically. Those guys, maybe they get into one first time around, but it is a very quick game. They're already into the bottom of the third, and we're what 40 minutes in about. Should Duran replace JBJ at right field next year? Yeah, 100%. JBJ was a filler, in my opinion. He was a stop on the way to Duran. I mean, he's got a 1-year contract. He's not exactly lighting the world on fire at the plate, although he's been doing pretty well. Talk about JBJ. O'Brien, Uke, and Bill Burr, solid crew. Yeah, Bill Burr was hilarious. Yeah, I think Durant will be in full time next year, especially if he has an entire year hitting over 300 in the minors. He will 100% be up here on the team next year. In all honesty, if he keeps hitting the way he's hitting, we could probably see him pretty soon. The cool thing with minor leaguers, it's a good problem to have, right? Where you have a team, an outfield right now, where all of them are producing better than they've been producing in the past. That was a really high strike on Bobby Dahlbeck. It's a good problem to have when you got guys in the minors that are performing so well. You feel like you're wasting talent down there. We've all got a soft spot for JBJ, but Durant's the future. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. He hits a triple his first game up this year, then he gets sent back down. Why? They want him to be playing every day. They want him to keep improving and working on those mechanics. Because you got to remember, oh God, Bob looks so bad to play sometimes. You got to remember that he has all new mechanics this year. Jaron Duran, he's an entirely different approach to at bats. He's got an entirely different swing mechanic. It's working out so far, but obviously there are going to be bumps in the road. That's going to happen. So I think the plan for them is they would rather have Durant every single day playing in Worcester to try and perfect those mechanics before he makes his full major league debut. We saw him for a little bit last year, didn't entirely work out. This year he looked great, but again, there are going to be bumps in the road when you're changing an entire swing that you've had for most likely what you start Little League at what 9 years old, so you probably had a sort of similar swing for about 10, 15 years. That's the way I look at least. That's my thought process as to why Durant's not up here yet. So, you think JBJ get another Gold Glove? He could definitely. He's been doing really, really well out in the outfield. He had one miss with Shohei, but yeah, I could see him being a candidate 100%. Arroyo's future, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I really don't, especially if. But the problem is, right, with Arroyo, the big reason he is so vital to this team is one, because he's a clubhouse guy. And I understand that. Come on, Bob. What's that? 7 strikeouts already for this guy? Jesus Christ. And I understand that clubhouse personality is important, but it's not important when you're looking at X's and O's as a manager, a GM of a team. But the other factor with Christian is now he can play first, second, third. He can play any spot in the outfield. Can he do it super well in the outfield? No, but he can be out there if you need him. That's the big thing with me is where are you going to find that sort of production in another guy? I don't know if there's a guy in the minor leagues that can be that versatile. Yeah, Jack, I agree. So I don't know. I don't know what his future holds. I think he's gonna have to pick it up at the plate for sure. It's just June 19th. They had to bump it down to 13. Does that mean they're gonna get rid of what 2 pitchers? They're gonna bring up 2 players. Is that how that works? So you lose 1 pitcher, you bring up 1 player, right? That that 1 player could be Jaren Duran. I know a pitcher I'd get rid of. I think we could all have. Jesus, this guy's dicing us right now. Oh my god. Not what you want to see. I know what pitchers I'd get rid of. Seriously though, if you have to send down 1 pitcher right now, who is he going to be? Seriously, who has options, right? That you can send down to the minor leagues. I guess you could DFA someone. Aman, welcome. Welcome to the member. Welcome to the bleachers officially. Valdez, yeah, Valdez is a good pick. Iman, enjoy the new emotes. These are the official emotes of the Bleacher Club right now. Obviously, once we get more subscribers, we get more emotes. So thank you, Iman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Valdez, Brazier. I think my pick's gonna be Salamora. Is that crazy? If I had to pick one person, it'd be Valdez first. I think Valdez is a smart move. That makes most sense in my mind. But just based off of straight performance and stuff like that, I go Salamora. I hate when Salamora comes in. I hate it. I hate it more than I hate Brazier coming in. How do you be part of the bleachers? Well, here's the thing. So we got, let's see if this is still in here. Yep. So you click on that link. It is $2.99 to join. It is as cheap as I could possibly. Well, not as cheap as I could possibly make it, but it's where YouTube allows me to put it when I'm a first time membership guy. You get the emotes, you get the thing next to your name that Jack has, and you get early access to videos. I think it's like 3 hours before they drop for everyone else. You get access to the videos before everyone else. So I thought it was a cool thing, involve the community a little bit. We get our own emotes, which feels really cool. It changed my life. Yeah, becoming part of the bleachers change your life. Is it for life? I believe it's a monthly subscription. I believe it is $2.99 monthly. I don't think it's automatic though. I think you subscribe if you want to, kind of thing. So you do it for a month and then you don't if you don't want to. I don't believe it's for life though. No. But anyways, you start in the green, you start in the bleachers, then you make your way into the grandstands if you're here for a month. So after your next subscription, it'll be a month. And then your third subscription, you join the Red Seat Club. You get your Red Seat banner. You get a nice little red seat thing next to your name. You get early access, blah, blah, blah. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. It makes it makes us feel like a unique community here on YouTube, which is really cool. Because you get the emotes, which I really, really love. And I think we could have a lot of fun with. So once we get 3 members, we're gonna have to. That was a come on story. That was beautiful. Whitlock's looking pretty good. I'm gonna knock on wood here. Whitlock's looking good. But anyways, once we get 3 members, we can start to get more emotes, and I'll let you guys vote on what emotes you want too. We're gonna put a poll in the chat once we get to 3 to figure out what emotes come next. Because I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to go with either a K or a cart, one of the two. We'll figure it out when we get there, though. For now, let's enjoy Whitlock pitching. Do you guys know at what clip Garrett Whitlock's slider's getting hit right now? I heard it on the Carabas podcast. I know some of you guys hate Carabas, but I heard it on the Carabas podcast. And it's pretty crazy. It went from like a 183 average to like a 383 average. Not a good sign. Although he's going deeper into games. He is. He's getting a little bit deeper into games. He's settling in, hopefully, as a starter. Because if we're gonna use him as a starter in this rotation. Oh, I thought they just wrapped one around the pole as I was talking about how he's developing as a starter. That would have been terrible. Oh, he's gonna be a tough transition for Whitlock. It's a tough transition for anyone, right? No matter how many games you start in the minors, no matter how many games you started in your life before this, to be a major league starting pitcher and go 6, 7 innings against the 300 best players in the world, it's going to be an adjustment. But yeah, if they're going to keep him as a starter, I want to see some progress because it looked like he was going backwards. He had a good outing last time against the Orioles. So far, again, knock on wood, he's looking good today. lot of pressure on the guy when the bullpen is so weak. Yeah, if the bullpen was solid, I don't think anyone would have any complaints about Whitlock being in. I actually think if our bullpen was solid, there'd be an outcry to have Whitlock as a starter. I think people would really, really want Whitlock as a starter if our bullpen was if we had a nails closer along with the guys in our bullpen right now. Honestly, if we just had a closer, because we have a ton of really great setup guys. We just don't have anyone to finish it. So yeah, I think you're right, Jack. I think if there wasn't so much pressure on the bullpen right now, I think people would want Whitlock in this rotation way more than they want him right now. How many nails closers are in the league? Um, you got Rafael Iglesias, who I believe is on the Angels, or maybe he went to the Mets. One of the two. Yeah, Rafael Iglesias is definitely Angels. And then you've got Edwin Diaz of the Mets. He's pretty nails right now. You've got I'm missing obviously a key one. Oh, Josh Hader. You got Josh Hader. Trying to think of anyone else. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Hendricks. Yeah, Liam Hendricks, another one. There you go. Thank you, Iman. Also, Iman, welcome. Chapman. Yeah, I'd put Chapman in elite. He had a tough go of it last year, but this year he's been elite. And the worst part is you had an opportunity to get some of these guys, right? Iglesias was a free agent. Diaz was a free agent. You could have gotten Aaron Loop. He was a free agent. He would have been a great closer. I know he's a lefty. Normally you don't have lefties close, but he's got a funky delivery, gets guys out really easily, except for Rafael Devers, because you can't get Rafael Devers out easily. It's just not possible. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there are any super elite closers right now. Like the Reds definitely don't have. I'm just going through teams. Oh, thank you, Iman. That means a lot to me. It really does. Okay, Jordan Romano for the Blue Jays at least started. Yeah, Romano, Eric, we're on the same page. Yankees, obviously. The Rays don't. Obviously, the Rays don't have a closer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, they don't. Tigers don't have one. Twins don't have one. Soto. I don't know if I put Soto in a elite closer category though. He's a little bit wild. Guess he's fairly good. Is there something going on outside? Thought I heard someone yelling. Twins don't have one. White Sox, obviously Hendricks. Astros. Do the Astros have a dominant closer? I don't think they do. I don't think the Astros have a dominant closer. I'm trying to think. Did Kendall Graveman go back? Robertson for the Cubs. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, there are a lot of great closers around the league, and they don't even have to be Primsley. Yeah, is that for Houston? Primsley. There are a lot of great closers around the league, and they don't have to be. They don't have to be these all-star level guys. Bobby Dahlbeck with a catch of the year. Wow. I mean, obviously, a catch of the year, but that was a fantastic grab. Change the entire philosophy, homegrown pitchers. We get a long-term closer. Then he's coming from AAA. Maybe. But also, Heim's entire thing is maybe we don't need a closer. That was very clear going into the years. They don't think they need a closer to win games. I don't know if that's obviously not Alex Cora's doing them. That's probably more around Heim structuring the team, but clearly you need a closer. Or at least someone you can depend on in the ninth inning. It doesn't need to be these all-star caliber, talk about Cy Young potential closers. It just needs to be someone who you know who consistently can get you 3 outs, regardless of whether or not he's blowing 100 and as a 12.8 K per nine or something ridiculous like that. It just doesn't make sense. It's starting to get more and more frustrating. Obviously, the last 2 games has nothing to do with the bullpen, but you see games like the first game in the Orioles series, where the offense does everything in their power to put runs on the board, put us in position to win, and who do we go to in the bullpen? And normally those guys, Strom and Schreiber and even Diekman, as much as Diekman scares the hell out of me every time he goes out there, he's sitting at a 3.4 ERA, somewhere around there. It's not terrible. No, it is. It's infuriating to watch. It's just it's frustrating, is what it is. It's very, very frustrating to watch the Red Sox bullpen right now because you don't feel comfortable with anyone coming out. Even when you get guys like Davis or Strom or Schreiber or Danish. Danish has been pretty solid too. Even when you get those 4 guys, you're still kind of on the edge of your seat. You throw Diekman, I guess, in that category a little bit. Houck is the only one I feel genuinely comfortable coming into games. But you don't want Houck as your closer because there are some games where he comes out and he's just all over the place. Robles did look good. Yeah, now he's injured and he was really, really good at giving up 1-run leads in the 9th. So wonder if Bloom is joining the West Coast trip. Could see him scouting some of the A's pitchers. Yeah. Come on, Devers. At a baby. Go 3. He's not rushing it today. I knew Devers was going to hit a big shot. I'm hoping he hits a legitimate big shot this game, but he's so good against high velo. But back to what you're saying, Iman. Yeah, I could 100% see that. I could see him scouting him out a little bit. I'm surprised he's probably scouting a little bit for this Reds team too. These guys are always selling. Yeah, get those emotes going. We got the money bags. Yeah, I could see him, working a little bit. It depends on where we're at the trade deadline. Right? If we're still 2 or right now we're 4 games back a wild card spot, maybe 5 after last night's loss. If we're sitting 2, 3, even 4 games back a wild card spot come the trade deadline, I don't think we'll be sellers. At the end of the day, these guys want to sell tickets, and the best way to sell tickets is to have a competitive ball club. So if you're gonna be close to competing, why not put yourself in a spot to compete? That'll sell a ton of tickets. Imagine this team gets a closer at the trade deadline. What that'll do to the Red Sox Nation spirits. Say at the trade deadline, we're 3 games out of the 3rd playoff spot, and we get I don't know, someone from a big trade, a closer. We get Raisel Iglesias somehow. That would rejuvenate a ton of people. That would rejuvenate me. That would rejuvenate everyone in that clubhouse. Every single person would love the fact that this team now has someone reliable in that bullpen. Either that or someone steps up before that trade deadline, but we'll see. I forgot about the ALS, the ice bucket. That baby JD. That was kind of a running mistake by Devers, but we'll take it. All right, come on. Let's score a little run here, huh? What do you say? What do we say, Cat? What do we say? A little run? A little Xander magic? I like it. Come on, Xander. Let's go. That's right, Anthony. Let's get a little, yeah, let's get some Xander money bags in the chat while really just Jack and Iman. Let's get some Xander money bags. Finally getting something going here. Hopefully that's the plan. That's the hope. I mean, no outs. You got a runner on third at the very least between Xander and Doogie. You got to put something in the air. At the very least, put something in the air. Oh, Xander wanted to clear the bases with that hack. No, yesterday that was the big problem yesterday. You got runs in scoring position, then it was pop out, strike out. It was like the beginning of the year. Don't score here, then pack it in. I don't know about pack it in. They've been getting some good, decent hits off of them, but it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. If we get out to even a one-run lead, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, Xander is a great 2-strike hitter, I believe. Come on, Xander. I also like Verdugo in this situation too. A little poke off the monster. I don't hate that either. Come on. Green's been cruising up to this point. Come on. My trade deadline wants Josh Bell if Franchi falls off, and any two good relievers in the league. I don't know if they're going to focus on a first baseman just because of the fact that Cassis is in the wings. So I don't know if they'd focus on that. It would be interesting to see what Josh Bell would look like on the Red Sox. So he's been hitting pretty well. He's cooled off a little bit, but he's still hitting pretty well. Any two good relievers in the league, that's their main goal going to the deadline, in my opinion. Should be. What do you think of the rotation will be like when Sale and Paxton get back? That's a good question. I don't know. My hope is that Rich Hill and Garrett Whitlock go back into the bullpen, but that all depends too on how. That all depends too. Come on, Xander. There we go. Let's go. They do damage. Yes. Yes. Thank you. God, we needed that. We needed that so bad. Just the big three doing what the big three do, you know? That was a beautiful piece of hitting by Xander Bogaerts. Yes, let's get the money bags for Xander. If anyone deserves the money bags, it is Xander. But anyways, Red Sox fan, back to the rotation you were talking about. It depends on what Paxton looks like, because Paxton before Tommy John, not great. To be honest with you, he didn't look very good. The Red Sox took a big gamble with Paxton because of the fact that he's been so good in the past. So it depends on what he looks like. But I think the first person to go into the bullpen will be Rich Hill, 100%. I think that's always been the plan when Sale came back, anyways, was to put Rich Hill back in there. And if Paxton's decent when he gets back, my hope is that they put Whitlock back in there for the back end of the bullpen. And then maybe you don't need the closer. If you got Whitlock and now Rich Hill, who fairly good most of the time, you know? Especially in a relief role, I can see Rich Hill doing pretty well out of the pen. You know, you go from 98 on Evaldi to 65 with Rich Hill. It's going to be a tough adjustment. Now you get the hard throwing lefty and Chris Sale, then you go straight to Rich Hill. I like it. I like Rich Hill in the pen. That'd be good strategy baseball. So I think the rotation would be probably Valdi, Sale, Pavetta, Waka, and then Paxton or Whitlock. That seemed to be the plan all along. Yeah. Had to have been. It was their plan going into the season. Was to have Rich Hill go to the pen when Paxton came back. But then you lose Verdugo. Get gone. Oh, come on. Go. Get a bullpen. Let's go. Doogie. Fuck them up, baby. Sorry, chat. We don't normally swear here. I apologize to anyone who does not like the swearing, but I'm excited because that is the first time in 3 games that we've got that kind of production. Let's go. Who replaces Hill and Whitlock? The plan is, in my opinion, is to have, yep, it's story time, baby. Was to have Paxton and Sale replace those two. But it just depends. It'll depend on how Paxton looks when he gets back. I think Sale coming back will be different than what we saw last year. Because Sale bat last year was a battle to get back, right? But now, he's been pitching for a while. He didn't have to take a ton of time off from pitching, so I could see I could see Sale coming back and be pretty good. Let's have him go. Yes, yep. Does Rich Hill's age concern you? 100% it concerns me. It concerns me as a starting pitcher. It concerns me a lot as a starting pitcher, especially with the way their bullpen is right now. We just don't have the depth. So Rich Hill concerns the hell out of me, yeah. I hope they call up Bayo and German by the deadline. I can see German before Bayo. I'd like for Core to stick with Whitlock in rotation. Says ZRA to be high 3, low 4 by season end. This is development year. Yeah. Yeah, Iman, you're right. It is his development year. And we do want a true ace. You're right. But I think he serves this team better if we are going for a playoff spot this year in the bullpen. If we end up at the trade deadline, we're getting tanked and whatever. It's, season's over by the deadline because that could very realistically happen. Then, yeah, keep him as a starter. Sale should be closer to his true self. That's my thought, too. Siebold, Groom, Bayo. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Siebold I could see coming up this year. I could see Groom maybe getting an appearance or two. I don't know about Bayo. I don't know if Bayo. Like, again, Bayo is insane. And I cannot wait for Brian Bayo to come up here and show us what he's got. But I think the Red Sox want him to develop a little bit more. The greatest 225 hitter of all time. Facts. We're getting a clip. We're going to build a statue of him just right behind second base. He's going to be the best statue of all time. Rich Hill is closer. Rich Hill's closer. I don't know. I don't know if Rich Hill is closer. Come on, Story. Yeah, that was a little bit of a tough swing. He was looking fastball, got slider. I don't think Rich Hill's reliable enough to be a closer. He's so in or he's so out. He's a long reliever. That's what he's built to be. The way he pitches, he's a long reliever. Love the statue. Yeah. Johnny, that's a good question, actually. I made a video on this, but Franchy Cordero, when he came up, he was talking in the clubhouse. For those of you who don't know what Johnny's asking, Johnny asked, what is the new celebration the Red Sox do when they get a base hit? Remember, they used to do this. Now they do this. Well, Franchy Cordero, who came up with this to begin with, came back up onto this team, was talking in the clubhouse about how bad the spirits are and that we just need to break the spirits. So one time when he got a base hit, he looked at the double and did this, and everyone, when he came back in, was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm breaking the bad spirits. With every hit, we're breaking the bad spirits a little bit. So now that's what they do. Every time the entire team gets a hit, they break the bad spirits. And I really love that. Rich Hill DFA in August. It could happen. I wouldn't be shocked with it. I also wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't happen. It all depends. Again, a lot of this season is going to depend on what Sale looks like when he gets back and when Paxton gets back too. Because there are guys in the minor leagues who can eat innings like Rich Hill does. There are guys that can do that to about the same ERA that Rich Hill has right now. Now you're looking at the guys that you called out, Eric. The Siebold, the Groom, the Bayo. What's going on, Craig? Welcome in. But anyways, Johnny boy, that is how the Red Sox got their stuff. Barnes is trouble. Barnes is currently on the IL, so I am not thinking about Matt Barnes as much as I possibly can until he's back in there. Up, he gets a nice long rehab. Need a statue email? That's a good one. Other much, man. Let's crush these Reds. That's the plan. That is the plan. So far, so good. Yeah, Johnny, if you want to, man, it's on the channel. How Franchi Cordero saved the Boston Red Sox. Get well soon, Matt Barnes. Yeah, it must be a terrible injury. Oh, Vasquez. I want Vasquez. Vasquez going deep tonight would send fireworks through the Red Sox system. I feel it. I know why the Red Sox have been losing, guys, and I have to apologize straight up. It's because I have not been drinking seltzer out of my Yeti. That's why. I've been drinking straight water. Maybe I'll mix in through the Yeti. I'll mix in a little beer, a little vodka soda. No seltzer, though. And what have they been doing? Losing. So maybe that's on me. We do need a statue, D-Mount. They do need to test some prospects next year. You're right, Eric. But the problem is, if you're a competitive team, you're not going to want to, throw. The reason Hunter Green's getting so many starts for the Reds right now is because they know they're not going to be competitive this year. Just like that guy on the Tigers who they let ride last year. What's his name? Because they knew they weren't going to be competitive, so they were like, "Yeah, no problem. Get your sights in, get your kinks out of the way, whatever it is. We're not. It's not like we're in desperate need of wins right now." But if the Red Sox at the deadline, I think a lot the team's going to change a lot at the deadline, regardless of how they're doing. It just depends on which way they're going to change. If we get to the deadline, Sale's back healthy, Paxton's on his way back, Sale's dealing, you know, the spot I see the Red Sox bringing up and trying out a lot of different prospects in is going to be the bullpen. Has to be. You're going to see guys like Groom, Siebel. You're going to see guys probably like Linkowski, maybe even Bayo in that bullpen until something works out. Yeah, so far it is good, Craig. You're right. 5 in the fourth. Still got a lot of game left, though. Jackie. You can't. Come on, Doogie. Let's go. JBJ, low key. Low key. It's on a little bit of a streak. We like Jackie on a streak. He's hitting over 300 at Fenway. Yeah, it's crazy, Clip. It is crazy. It's insane. I'm glad JBJ is back. I love JBJ. I loved Winkowski. I know he let up that 3 or 4 runs. I think it was 4, right? But I loved his stuff. He was obviously super nervous about his major league debut. He was obviously super nervous about the situation he's in, stuff like that. So I don't really fault him for the walks. That's not who Winkowski is, and I think we're gonna see a really, really polished Winkowski come 1 or 2 years. I really do. I could also see him being a little bit of a long reliever later in the year too. We really need those guys. I think all of Red Sox Nation is happy JBJ's doing well. I don't think anyone in Red Sox Nation wishes him ill will. Maybe besides Eric, who really wants Jared Duran up here. But yeah, Danny, I loved Winkowski. Like to see another starter called up for bullpen. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I said this in my latest video. I said I think the biggest thing for the Red Sox right now is they need to shake up that bullpen. They need to at least um, start messing around a little bit with the prospects that they have because there's only so long these prospects are going to be. There's only so long that these prospects are going to be doing really well. Dahlbeck's future. It's a good question. I don't know. Right now, Dahlbeck's hitting really well the last couple of weeks. I think he's hitting 411 the last couple of games, something like that. So He gets hot. I don't know what his future is. He stays the way he's hitting right now. He's gonna be a quadruple A guy, in my opinion. He'll bounce back up and down a little bit before either getting traded or just simply calling it a day. But it sucks really bad with Dahlbeck because I think everyone in Red Sox Nation can see the potential with Bobby Dahlbeck. He's a pretty solid first base fielder, right? And that power potential combined with what we saw, August, September of last year, it's such a good combination for a really solid, possibly even all-star first baseman caliber talent. It just faded. No idea where it went. Dahlbeck has until the deadline. He has until whenever Tristan Cassis is healthy and ready to come up. What's your opinion on the Yankees? Think they will still win the AL East this year or start coming back down to reality? I think they start coming back down to reality a little bit. I think we talked about it before in the live stream where the Yankees set up right now as a lineup. They've got Aaron Judge, who's really, and maybe not even Anthony Rizzo. They really only have Aaron Judge, who is a very consistent, will probably always be very good, right? But Stanton has super big power, but he can get streaky. Rizzo can get streaky now. He used to be a type of player like Aaron Judge. Now he's a little bit streaky. Obviously, Gallo's super streaky. They aren't getting any production out of Hicks or kind of Falefa or Luis Trevino. So I could see them coming back down to earth a little bit. Whether or not it's down to earth enough to drop them out of a first place spot is a different question. But I think they come. I think this division will be tighter at the end of the year than a lot of people are thinking, especially Yankee fans. Yankee fans think they already won the division. Judge is carrying them on his freakishly enormous shoulders. Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's one of the best hitters in baseball right now. He's probably one of the top 5 players in baseball right now. So credit where credit's due. He probably won't be a Yankee next year. But yeah, he's definitely carrying him on his shoulders a little bit. The only thing that genuinely scares me about this Yankees team is the pitching. The pitching's really, really good this year. I wouldn't mind if he came to Boston. There's no way. No, as much as you're right, I probably wouldn't mind it either. We never really do we ever pick up free agents from the Yankees? A lot of players from the Red Sox go to the Yankees in free agency. I can't remember the last time we picked up a free agent from the Yankees. But there's no way Chaim Bloom gives him a contract that big, as big as he wants it. Yankees are going to be the 2021 Giants eliminating the division series. Yeah, they just can't do it in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know if they're not built for playoffs. Eduardo Nunez count? Yeah, I don't think Paxton wasn't a free agent from the Yankees, though. He was a free agent from the Mariners. And he was really big maple. He was really, really good for a while there. Did he win a Cy Young or am I crazy? He won a Cy Young in his career? Hopefully he's not like Dallas Keuchel. That's my biggest fear with Paxton coming back. I think the 2021 Giants are better than these. The 21 Giants, in my opinion, were a better all-around put-together team. Yeah. But I don't know if talent-wise they're better than the Yankees. Like, construction of a team, yeah. Hey, Eduardo was a dog in 2018. Facts. He was very, very good. Nick Pavetta's Big Maple now? True. Yeah, he's going to have to earn back that nickname because Nick Pavetta is definitely Big Maple now. But my biggest fear with Paxton, LB trade rumors rank 22, 23 free agents. What they have? Well, let me guess. It was it DeGrom, Judge, Bogarts? So at the top 3, Eric? Because I guess I don't know if you can't automatically put Bogarts and DeGrom in there, but you can automatically put DeGrom and Bogarts in there realistically. Close. Who'd I miss? Or was that order just wrong? I mean, to not have Jacob DeGrom as the number one free agent is insane. I get he's got injury issues, but he's by far and away the best pitcher in all of baseball. It's not even close. Judge was one. Damn. We probably could use the DeGrom guy to eat up some innings. He's gonna be looking for a long-term contract though. As someone, I don't know. I think DeGrom's a little bit made of glass. It sucks because he's a generational talent. But I think he's made of glass a little bit. John Boy, welcome to the bleachers. I appreciate it. Thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Enjoy the new emotes. Enjoy the early access to videos, and enjoy the new thing next to your name. What's that called? A badge. Enjoy the new badge. All these guys are over 30. Yeah, but sometimes when you get like Bogarts and Aaron Judge can play elite level baseball until their late 30s at least. Maybe not at the position they're in, but at the plate, definitely. I mean, guys are just built different these days. Better shape and all that stuff. So nice save. DeGrom is a pitcher too. Yeah, I would love to see DeGrom as a DH position in the postseason. He was pretty good. Did anyone see the video? It was like 3 days ago was the anniversary of Jacob DeGrom taking Chris Sale deep in college as a shortstop. That was pretty cool. Cora, yeah, I forgot about Correa. He's technically right. They're going to put him probably in the free agent class. I'm surprised he's not top 3. I'm surprised it's not. Um, I'm surprised it's not DeGrom. In my opinion, this is the top 3 free agents: is DeGrom, Judge, Correa, right? In terms of the entire league. Yeah, I agree, Iman, because there's so many spots that you can put someone over 30 on a baseball team to improve your baseball team while also limiting their liability. Yeah, you're right, Jack. My biggest concern with DeGrom is his injury prone. It's just how it is. That is the third double play that the Red Sox have turned in 5 innings. That's crazy. Think Judge resigned. Why does Whitlock look injured? Yeah, I think at the end of the day, Judge will go back to New York. None of these guys get much over 20 million. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I love Bogart to death, but 7, 8 years maximum would be my range for a Xander contract. Whitlock is doing fantastic. He is getting on, underneath bats. He's missing bats. It's been really fun to watch. This is the first. I don't know. I guess it's the second game in a row he's done really well. I was gonna say it's because of us. It is because of us. Yeah, Gianni. I think everyone's doing that, right? I think everyone who's a free agent next year who's already said that they're opting out is purposely, trying way harder this year than they have in the past. And not to say they haven't tried in the past, but there's got to be a different. And obviously we'll never go through this, but there's got to be a different level of, um, adrenaline. There's got to be a different level of stakes when you realize that, hey, if I hit 230 this year as opposed to 270, I lose out on $100 million. Because that's realistically, I mean, if Xander Bogaerts came out this year and he hit 240 with, the regular amount of doubles, but he was striking out a lot more, and, with the range he has at shortstop, he's losing out on $100 million. No team's going to give him the contract he wants if, he can't really hit anymore, but he comes out, he's hitting 330 with a couple home runs, a lot of RBIs. That's a lot of money. The power is where it is, where it's at with Judge, though. Yeah, no, Judge is a different story. Judge is, yeah. I feel like Judge may go to the Giants next year. You mentioned he grew up a Giants fan too. I thought he was for some reason I thought he was a Red Sox fan. There's a picture of him in a Red Sox shirt, but maybe he's not a Red Sox fan. Yeah, the Giants could be a landing spot. It'll be really interesting. I'm excited for this channel. I'm excited for this channel. Come this off season, there'll be a ton of cool videos. It's $100 million between friends, right? Yeah, we're buddies, we're pals. It's your family, Bogarts. It's $100 million. What's that? Another house? I'll give you a house, buddy. Bogart contract predictions. It's a good question. I think I put it out there. I think I did 6 years, 200 and no, I did 6 years, 180 million. What did Story get again? 2 years, 127 million, right? Or sorry, 6 years, 127 million. That was what was Minnie Kaling doing at the Red Sox game right now? That's an interesting pairing. Wally and Minnie Kaling. So yeah, Eric, I have him in the 6 years, 26, $27 million range. That's kind of where I have him at. I would even go up to 6 years, 30 million, with maybe an opt out or two in the fifth and sixth year. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What's a fair deal for Xander Bogaerts? If Bogaerts resigns and Devers resigns, oh god, Franchi does not look good at the plate today. If Bogaerts resigns or Devers resigns, does that increase the chance of one of the other suits? I think if Xander resigns, Devers is a lock. I think it becomes a lot harder to resign Devers if Xander leaves, especially if Xander gets screwed over. Because Xander and Devers are not only great teammates, they're best friends outside of baseball. So I mean, think about it. If your best friend was playing right beside you the entirety of the time, and the team you're on, and the team you grew up with, and the team that signed you and developed you, and gave you this mentor, this person that you can trust and develop yourself around, gets screwed over, you're not going to want to be here too. It's as simple as that. So yeah, it definitely does affect. And then if Devers resigns, does he talk to Xander and say, "Hey, look, I took a little bit of a hometown discount because I love playing with you and I love playing with this team." Does that help? Yeah, 100%. I could see the Mets bidding 50 mil or more than anyone else for Judge, arguably most marketable player in MLB. Like Betts, he's a cash cow, a team willing to overpay. I could see that too. Yeah, I could see that too. I just think he is the Yankees, so I could also just see him sick in there. I could also see what's his name. I forget why am I blanking on the owner of the Mets? Cohen. I could see Cohen getting Judge just to piss off the rest of the league. Imagine a team where your top four players are DeGrom, Scherzer, Aaron Judge, and Francisco Lindor. I don't know how much more of a power. That's as close as you can get to a super team in baseball. I think Duran leads off for the Sox if he becomes a regular. Yeah, he'll most likely be the leadoff hitter for the Red Sox next year if he continues the way he's continuing right now. I think they know that. That's why they changed his approach. That's why they completely changed his approach. That's why they told him, because before he was a bit of a power hitter, lower average, a lot of doubles, a lot of home runs. And now they're like, hey, why don't you, lower the hands a little bit, get on top of the ball, use your speed, get on base, and be a true leadoff hitter. And he's excelling now. He's still got that power, which makes him a kind of an elite bat in the minor leagues, at least. Man, I don't know why 95 is getting blown by guys. They were just pounding 101. Leadoff certainly is an issue this year. Yeah, it has been. Kike's been doing a much better job as of late. What do you have? He had that 10-game hit streak and then it lost it and then got a hit yesterday. So I don't know. I think he's ready. 25 times running out. Yeah. I mean, this is his make or break year. Realistically, next year will be his make or break year. But this is make or break year in the minors. This is where he, JD looks off for some reason. I don't know what's going on with him. But if he ends up, kind of pooping the bed here in the second half of this AAA season, this will be it for Duran, which sucks because I think there's a lot of potential there. But again, if you can't hit AAA pitching, you're not going to hit major league pitching. It's how that works. There's such a big skill gap between Worcester and between the MLB, a huge one. So if you have a really really good prospect and he's hitting, you got the potential to hit 30 or 40 home runs in the MLB, but he's only hitting 240 in the minors. You got to at least subtract 20 points from that when you get in the big leagues. Once they make that adjustment, obviously that'll come up, but some guys can't. Yomar Sanchez, that's another good prospect. I mean, we got a ton of great prospects in the wings here. I love Gilberto Jimenez, and there's a ton of guys. I don't know. I don't know what the Red Sox are going to look like in 4 or 5 years. It's going to be pretty interesting. I think you'll have your main core of York, Meyer, and Cassis if everything goes well. But other than that, you got Story on the last year of his contract in 5 years. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Does anyone know? I mean, obviously Trevor Story did down year last year. Magnificently named Blaze Jordan. Yeah, that's another one. Gianni, that's a name that kind of came out of the woodwork for me too. I know a lot of guys who, I don't know if Griffin's still in the chat at all. Eric, you probably know a little bit about him too. Rafaela is definitely a guy who, at least for me, came out of the woodworks a little bit, but he's been tearing it up. Does Barnes get DFA? You know what, Eric? Here's my thought process on this injury. I think they're using it to give him a little stint in AAA. He does poorly in AAA. I think there could be a DFA coming, genuinely. I genuinely do, because I mean, there's only so long you can give a guy until it's like, hey, enough's enough. You simply just don't have it. We'll see. But I could see it. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if this team, you want to know a move that would tell the entire fan base, hey, we're here to compete. We want to win this year. DFA Matt Barnes would do that. Just like the Mets did with Francisco Lindor. Eat the contract, show the entire club, show the entire fan base that, hey, we're here to play. You don't want to perform. We will eat money to get rid of you and get someone in here who will. It's the best way to do it. But it could backfire a little bit. So you got to be careful with that. But with a guy like Matt Barnes, I think, Barnes can't see a meaningful postseason inning. No, unless for some reason he gets down to AAA, he does his little rehab stint, and he is locked in. He's a new player. He wants to earn his contract, and he changes it the way he pitches completely. Yeah, you can't get a meaningful postseason inning. It'd be stupid unless we're up like 13-0. And even then, during the postseason, I don't like the idea of. I don't really like the idea of putting Barnes in at 13-0. Imagine game 4 of a 5-game series. You're about to clinch it to get into the actual playoffs in this wild card series, right? It's either 2 or 3 games, or 3 or 5 games, right? And you're up by 13. You're going to be comfortable putting Matt Barnes in the 7th? Hell no. I think too much stock gets put into Devers definitely signing if Zach signs. Free agents usually go where the most money is offered. Most of the time, yeah, Iman. But at the same time, right, if your goal is to lock up Devers before he hits free agency, which is still a definite possibility, it's still a chance that you get Xander this offseason. Because if you don't get him this offseason, he's going to go to free agency, and that's where he goes to where the most money is. But there's also guys, you see like J-Ram, who went to free agency and decided, hey, or he was going to go to free agency and he decided, hey, you know what? I love being here in Cleveland. And what's the difference between $200 million and $300 million? Both set you up for life. You might as well play where you love. but I also think a lot of that, the way Devers looks at an extension with the Red Sox will be in a much different light if he knows that his best friend got screwed over when his contract ended. Well, hey, when I turn 30, what are they going to do to me if they're going to do this to my best friend? Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. Why is Cordero in right? I guess that makes sense. Put Jackie in center. So I don't know, Iman. It does and it doesn't matter, right? Maybe Devers is in the mindset of, yeah, they might treat Xander poorly, but if they're going to offer me an 8 to 10 year deal, I'll probably won't offer 10 years. But if they offer, 9 years, $270 million, something crazy like that, he's going to take it regardless. But if they offer him, 8 years, 24 million a year, something like that, and it's a hometown discount and he wants to sign it, but then he sees what happens to Xander, I think that's definitely going to play into his mindset going into free agency 100%, or going into looking at an extension. Put it this way, a postseason roster spot is worth far more than a Barnes contract, 100%. I mean, Barnes is getting a decent amount of money for a reliever, but he's not getting is he even making double digits a year? I don't think so. I think it's like 7 million a year or something like that. Ramirez is a very odd case. He could have had 200 more mil. No one loves Cleveland that much. Yeah. I've been to Cleveland once, and I went for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and to an Indians game. And besides that, yeah. It's called loyalty, man. It's a dying trait. No, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a loyalty thing. But at the same time, right? If you want to be loyal to a team and you love the team that you play for, but they treat the people that you came up with and the people that shaped you and grew you with such disrespect as they did for Xander's contract, then you start to question your loyalty. Then you start to question, well, do they value me as much as I value them? Ah, crap. I'm from Ohio, and Cleveland's one of the worst cities I've ever been to in my life. Yeah, it's very gray. It does kind of suck. I do like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm a big rock and roll guy, so that was cool. And Cleveland Stadium isn't terrible. It's actually kind of nice. But yeah, walk around that city. I could see why Machine Gun Kelly went crazy. Mistake by the lake. Baker Mayfield, yeah. Yeah, Baker Mayfield, yeah, exactly. Exactly what you need to know about Cleveland. Baker Mayfield. This is why we need that big fourth inning. Does that count as an earned run? Probably, right? Even with the throwing error. I'm not. You know what I never understood is the scoring in baseball. Like, what counts as an unearned run? What counts as an earned run? What counts as an error? What doesn't count as an error? How they figure out pass ball versus wild pitch? What's going on, Cody? Major League. That is a classic movie. Strom's warming up. It's best not to think about it. Yeah, it puts my mind in a pretzel. The Reds only scored every single run that was scored last night was on errors, which is crazy. Because we scored on an error, they scored on 2 errors. Yeah, beautiful. All right, get out of it. 1 inning, 6 innings, 1 run. I will take that. That was a great outing by Whitlock. He probably won't come out for the sixth, but that was a great outing. He's starting to come into his own a little bit as a starting pitcher, and I like that. His last 2 starts at least. He still needs to work on that slider. That's where all of his hits came from, was a slider. So, hey, maybe maybe they're looking at the long run of things, so let's beat up on some of this worst bullpen in baseball, Reds. Let's put this game out of reach and let's talk shop the rest of the night. I hate, actually, that's a lie. I do love close games on stream. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully next offseason that's what happens, Gianni. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the perfect deal for a guy out of the pen. Thankfully, we've got an elite bullpen. Yeah, this game's on ice. You got more than a 2-run lead, it's over. Man, this is gonna stress me out for the rest of the season. This is where it gets stressful. It's where the first 6 innings of a Red Sox game. As long as it's not Rich Hill on the mound, I am not stressing. But once we get into the 7th inning, it's time to stress. It is time to stress out. Yeah, Steele. That's kind of what this whole stream's been about, is talking about how we need a closer so bad, and what Garrett Whitlock's role should look like. I do love him as a starter. I think he will be an elite starter one day. I think he just needs to, get over the hump, get over the, pitching for more than 3 innings thing, and he will be a genuinely great starter, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, we need a closer, or that's a guy stepping up, because that could happen. I'm not afraid of, trying out some guys in the pen and the closer role, guys that are genuinely reliable. If Schreiber had that one hiccup, and then for the rest of the, for the next month, he comes in, and every time he comes in for 1 inning, it's 2 strikeouts and a ground ball, or 2 ground balls and a strikeout. Maybe give him a shot. You know, Griffin pointed out that there aren't a lot of lefty closers for a reason, but Austin Davis keeps proving that he can get righties out. Matt Strom keeps proving that he can get righties out. There's another solid 2 options to at least try out in a closer role. And at the very least, you don't, none of those guys are the guys you're looking for out of the pen. Guess what? There's an entire other league of teams who probably won't be in contention come the trade deadline. I truly believe this Red Sox team will be in contention at the trade deadline. All those guys are going to be sellers. You've got so many options. You've got such a deep farm system that you built up for years. Years. Use it. Use it. Go get a mid-level closer. Go get someone with a 2.80 ERA, a 3.2 ERA that closes and is used to closing games. Someone who 75% of the time gets the outs. I don't care if every 4th appearance he blows it. If every 3 the 3 appearances before that he shuts it down. We don't need an elite level closer. We just need a closer. If we get back to the way the pitching was in 2018, that'd be great. Yeah, if we could get Kimbrel back, that would be awesome. If Sale could be healthy, that would be fantastic. Sox gonna light this dude up. I like the way you think, Steve. We got Xander up. This worked last time. See if it works this time. So those custom emotes out there. Worked last time. I actually thought this through, and I think that Kansas City is a good bullpen source of the deadline. That's not a terrible idea either. See that? You throw the money bag emotes out there for Xander because this man deserves his money. Good things happen. If we're in contention and get hot, then I believe in this offense. Yeah, no, I don't think any moves need to be made to the offense. Stallman could be a great addition. I don't know about Barlow as much. Look at that. We got the money bags. Xander's on base. Xander deserves a payday. But yeah, I mean, there's so many mid-level teams. Maybe we take a look. Maybe the Orioles, sputter out a little bit in the next couple weeks. A couple Keegan Aiken's a guy that comes to mind. Is he the greatest? Is he the greatest relief pitcher in the world? No, but he is a solid piece. And I don't think come the trade deadline, the Red Sox, in my opinion, are going to be looking for an offensive spark. I don't think they really need an offensive spark. As much as Story's been struggling a little bit, I just don't think this offense needs a first baseman. I don't think this offense really needs an outfielder. Because at the end of the day, even if you miss the playoffs by 2 or 3 games next year and you retain these big guys, you then add Durant and Cassis to this lineup. It's a little scary. Little scary. Kike's just having the night off, I believe. I don't think I do not think that he's sick or hurt or anything. I think he just gets the night off. I don't love this new thing on Nesson where they have a sponsor on the mound. I don't love that. Doogie. Doogie. Let's go. Another double. Let's go, Verdugo. All right, open this bad boy up. What did I say, chat? I said we're opening this bad boy up. I heard Paxton may be coming back before the postseason. I thought he was done for the year. Anyone know what's up with him? He could be good for us or bad. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be either really good or really bad. But from what I heard, Tanner Houck's now warming in the bullpen. Wow. From what I heard from Paxton is late August was where he's thinking about coming. That was the last thing I heard. That was about a week ago. Yes, sir. It's time for the story. It's time for the story. Let's see it. We should trade for Willie Peralta. Yeah, there's a guy who's pretty solid in the bullpen, and he probably won't cost a lot. He probably cost maybe a top 25 prospect or two. And if you're feeling left out with the emotes, you don't have the emotes, let me know if you guys would like to become a member of this channel. You guys get custom emotes for this channel, you guys get badges, and you get early access to videos. So let me know. And I will put that link in the chat so you guys can get on there. It's $2.99 a month. Not terrible. I tried to make it as cheap as YouTube would let me, but because I'm so new, there's a certain minimum. I would be proud of that, Gianni. I don't get the hype around Jeter Downs. I just simply do not. I wouldn't even put in my top 10 prospects. Yeah. Yeah. Every single time I hear about Jeter Downs, it's his offensive potential. His offensive potential is his defensive potential isn't high enough, in my opinion. And on top of that, you can only have so much potential before you have to put it into action. And Jeter Downs just simply can't do it. Oh my God, he just ripped that. That was a foul ball. Damn. I mean, Jeter Downs had a terrible year last year in AAA, right? And then he goes into this year again, and he's hot for a second, but now he's at what, 220, 230? I don't get it. I'm fully out on Jeter Downs. I do not think he will be a productive big leaguer. I don't. I thought that was on purpose, still. Jester Downs. I thought you're making a joke. Not gonna lie. Oh, man. Story. That was not what we wanted to see there, brother. Come on. All right, we got Houck and Schreiber in the pen. Who do you guys think's coming in? Who do you think? I think they go Houck here. Let's get the two young guns going, huh? Obviously, Schreiber's a young gun too, but let's get our two young stars going. Hauk, yeah, that's my thought too. I think we're going Hauk. That's an RBI though, right? No? Okay. Nope, it's not. Never mind. Story just simply cannot lay off sliders. He's never really been an off speed hitter. Or at least horizontal off speed. Vertical off speed, I think he crushes. All right, Vasquez hits a bomb here, and the Red Sox don't lose for 15 days. That's my prediction. Come on, Vasquez. 298 needs to get that average back up over 300. Oh, I thought he took that the other way. I just sometimes the Nesson cameras, and I've complained about this every single time that we've had a live stream. They make everything look like it's either a ground rule double or a home run. Even foul balls. It throws me off every time. I might start listening to these games on live stream. It's throwing me off. David Hamilton for David Bednar. Is that just because they have the same first name? I actually really like David Hamilton. I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should get rid of him so quickly. I mean, but we have such a deep minor league system. Not all of these guys are going to be successful for the Red Sox. It's impossible unless you put 12 people out on the field. So use them. Use the guys who you have lower on your priority list to go get guys who can help the team now. It's a pretty simple ideology. Keep the top talent, and you can always trade for more talent. There's what? Each team has 5 separate levels of talent. Each of those things have 25 players. Man, that was unfortunate. I thought Bogey had that. That was, I mean, that's not really a base running mistake. Problem is Bloom Horridge prospects. Yeah, that is the problem. 100%. Which I don't. I love the fact that he's made that he has made our farm system elite. Right, it's one of the top 10 in baseball. I think it just recently got rated, which is incredible. But there's only so much you can do with prospects. We destroyed the farm system for 2018. Yeah, we did. And that's why they brought Bloom in exclusively to rebuild the team on a little bit of a budget and bring our farm system back up to an elite level. But I don't know. Can you go out and get a relief pitcher? Maybe just even one, depending on how Sale and Paxton look. Um, yeah, exactly, Jack. Can you trade one singular, maybe two of your lower 25 guys? Maybe get rid of Jeter Downs and Groom. Well, do you still have an elite farm system after that? Yeah, of course you do. You have too many good prospects. I don't know. I don't know. I get Bloom being cautious about getting rid of the farm system because that was what he was brought in here to do, the exact opposite of that. He was brought in here to be anything but a farm system destroyer. So I get it on his point of view, where it's like, could I go out and get some of these guys? Yes, but also I was hired to make sure that this farm system stays really, really good. Don't we have a flamethrower in AAA that can huck it high level? high leverage and safe situations. I'm not entirely sure what our bullpen looks like in AAA. I think if we're gonna get any production, um, I think if we get any production out of the minor league system, it's gonna be out of starting pitchers. What's going on, Mystic? Welcome to the stream, man. Should we bring up the random Fitzy? I would love to bring some of these guys up. I just don't know where they fit in. Okay, I'm back in here. System farm talks. Yeah, oh yeah. Haven't stopped. Marcelo Meyer for Josh Hader. I would not do that. No. One pitch, one out to Jagger Bradley Jr. All right. Hopefully the bullpen can hold a 3-run lead. Let's see. Yeah, I would not do Marcelo Meyer for Josh Hader. I think we could get a because we don't need. Well, that stunk. Yeah, that wasn't great. One pitch, one out of the bullpen. Yeah, it was not fantastic because that was a ball too. It looked like at least. But anyways, Iman, back to what I was saying. I think the ceiling for Mayer's too high. I think you got to see how that plays out. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't trade him for the SNL cast either, Steve. Um, but anyways, I think you can get because this bullpen doesn't need. We don't need a number one or number two closer in the entire league. We just need a guy who can get 75% of the games closed. That's it. I mean, you think about all the blown saves the Red Sox have this year. 75% of those are now wins in the win column. You're looking at what? You're looking at a positive record. Do you think Whitlock should be in the pen? Yeah, right now he is more valuable in the pen, in my opinion, than the rotation. But long term, he definitely deserves to be in the rotation. If we retain Story and Bogarts, where does Meyer play in 25, 24? I don't think the Red Sox should worry about it. I don't think the Red Sox should plan. I don't think the Red Sox should plan for Marcelo Meyer to be a superstar and build their team around Marcelo Meyer. That makes no sense to me. None. Because at the end of the day, right, there have been hundreds of these prospects where they're ranked 1 or they're ranked 2 or they're ranked 12 on the prospect list and they come up and what happens? They fizzle out. They get injured. They get hit by a pitch and now they're afraid to be out over the plate again. It happens. To build a team around a guy who's never played a big league inning is insane to me. He has a high ceiling. Yeah, you're right, Griffin, but yeah, it makes no sense to me. Funny thing is Brewers. Oh yeah, Brewers would not take a straight up Mayor hater. It would have to be like it would probably have to be like Meyer, York. It'd probably have to be like those two plus one more, in my opinion, to get them. Second, third, nobody out, 0 runs. Yeah, that was a little tough. That was a little tough, but they still have the lead, so I'm not going to complain a ton. That being said, a 3-run homer, or yeah, 3-run homer in this game. Suddenly we're tied. Oh, I totally agree. I'm just asking what you think might happen. I think what would happen is they would shuffle around. If Bogart signs a deal, I have a good feeling. If the deal is, what I think most people want is 6, 7 years. I think, after year 2 or 3, he's going to be like, all right, I'll go to DH. I'll go to third base, right, and have Devers DH. Hopefully, we retain him as well. I think that's where you're at if Mayer gets, if Mayer is still as touted and as talented as he is now in 23 or 24 and 25. I think you find a spot for him. You move the lineup around a little bit, but you just simply don't plan around it happening and being a guarantee because it's just not a guarantee. Bogarts did used to be a third baseman, yeah. And he said, the worst part about this whole thing is that he said before he got into free agency, before Boris started telling him what to say and how to say it in terms of contract talk, said, "Hey, look, if they want me here, I'm perfectly fine moving off a shortstop." That's what he said before this whole thing started. So I could see him signing a deal and then being like, "Yeah, you know what? I'd be all right at third base. I'd be all right at DH." Yeah, I totally agree, Jack. You need the known. You can only plan so much because plans never go the way you want them. It's just how it goes. Yeah, it probably would be Iman to get him here. You do need a good mixture of both, Griffin. It's a good point too, but be like a better you ideally you want to be like the Dodgers, who have the fantastic farm system, but have the ability to retain the guys who retain the guys who are very, very good. That's what you want to be like. You want to be like the Dodgers. Boris is not the easiest guy to make a deal with. No, historically, he is the worst possible guy to make a deal with. So we'll see how it goes. But Xander deserves that bag. Yeah, it is. Every team wants to be the LA Dodgers, and the only teams. Okay. Look again. Nessa made it look good. They do, Eric. Yeah, but they also develop really great talent. Cody Bellinger, Gavin Lux is starting to come around. Will Smith, Walker Bueller. You know, so they develop talent and they buy talent. That's where you want to be at. The Dodgers don't know how to negotiate. And they end up overpaying. That's because they can overpay. Everyone wants to be the Dodgers, but the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Mets, I think that's it. Can really truly do it. And the Red Sox, I think that's what they're trying to do. And I hope that's what they do. And the Dodgers use their farm system really well. Josiah Gray was a huge, highly touted prospect. They traded him to the Nationals in the Scherzer Turner trade. And then they have the ability to sign these guys. Yeah, Maddie. Yeah, he would be a decent closer, you're right? Man, Hauk is so good. Overpaying is my pet peeve. You need positive production. Yeah, yeah. Betts was an overpay, 100%. But someone else, I forget who exactly. Oh man, I got Hauk is. I love Hauk. I love watching Hauk pitch a lot. Cardinals is another great organization. Yeah, there's another team who's very close to the Dodgers like philosophy. Um, yeah, the Mookie Betts thing. Someone said it before that the Dodgers didn't pay. They did pay for Mookie Betts' value, obviously, but you also pay for the name. You pay for the notoriety. And then, do the Dodgers really need the notoriety? No, but that got a lot of buzz going when the Dodgers got him 100%. When they trade for him and when they signed him. But in terms of teams that can model after the Dodgers, who have the ability to go out and spend on free agents and also have the ability to build up one of the league's best farm system and have homegrown talent, the Red Sox are right there in that conversation. I think I named the other three. Someone else said Seattle or St. Louis, so I'll give them that. But then the Mets and the Yankees, those are the other three. You think Mookie's value is more? Have the Sox struck out a single batter today? It's a good question. I think they have two or three. Let me look. I think Whitlock had like two. I'll tell you in a second, Yanni. Wow, you're right. They have not struck out a single person. Mets farm system isn't great. Yeah, yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying um I'm not saying that their system is great right now. What I'm saying is they have the potential to be a Dodgers like system where they have they have the ability to go out and spend on free agents, and they also have the ability to go out and get good prospects and build up their farm system and have a marriage of both because it's important. Astros, yeah, but I don't know if the Astros can spend the way the Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, even a little bit St. Louis can. Cubs, maybe, yeah, it's another good one. You got to think of these big market teams, right? The reason the Orioles tanked for so long to build up this prospect base because they can't afford to go out and get. Um, they really can't afford to go out and get these big market players. Both New York teams have got awful farm systems. Yeah, although the Yankees have some decent prospects, right? Dominguez, who has been who's had a little bit of a tough year. Volpe, right? He's been doing pretty well. Well, they got another guy. What was his name? Peralta, something like that. The Yankees have a couple of studs in there, but overall, yeah, you're right. It's not a fantastic one. And I don't know a single prospect on the Mets, so that says something. Man, Bob, what are we doing? That was at your head. Yeah, Steve, you're not wrong. Anyone could have a good farm system. Just depends on how they perform in the majors. That was literally at Bob's head. That was ridiculous. But it's a balance, right? And the only team to pull it off so far is the Dodgers. Yeah, that's a good point, Jack. There's a lot of pressure. That's why the Red Sox blew up their. That's why the Red Sox blew up their farm system to get a championship. All these big market teams have pressure to win now. You don't see Pittsburgh Pirate fans, you know, being like, I will destroy my life if they don't win a championship in the next 2 years. Just doesn't happen. With the Red Sox, the teams we named, their fans expect you year in and year out to be a competitive team. Bogarts trade for prospects. Eric, don't do this to me. We're having a good night, Eric. You haven't brought up Barnes, but you gotta ruin it, huh? Gotta say Bogarts for prospects. No, Bogarts isn't getting traded. I have faith. Bogarts isn't getting traded. Check Jason's stats compared to Duran. No, yeah. I'm not saying he is what did he dropped out of the top 100, didn't he, Griffin? Dominguez. He was climbing up there. Yeah, Jack. Cincinnati's the same way. Eric must be a Yankee fan. Eric's from an older generation of tortured Red Sox fans. Can't hate on him. Can't hate on him too much. Bogarts is hot in the trade sites. It's because the Red Sox aren't doing well. There's a reason Judge isn't on there. It's because if the Yankees were in our position, Judge would be on there too. Just how it goes. People need a storyline. That's how a lot of people make money. That's how I'm hoping to make money, right? Storylines, baseball storylines, specifically Red Sox storylines. Drop. Devers just hits everything. Crazy. Clicks. It's all about page views, right? Every baseball writer in America knows if you write a story about the Red Sox, Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Mets, you are going to get a lot of clicks from, you know, none of the Red Sox. Don't we have, isn't Marcelo Meyer in the top 25? Isn't Nick York in the top 50? Eric, I'm not sure about that. We definitely have some guys in there. Kopech's the only one that comes to mind for me, Iman. Moncada was good for a second there, not so much this year. Cassis is 14. Yeah, Marcelo and Cassis are in the top 20. So yeah, there are definitely some highly rated prospects. Somebody sneezes in 2016 and Yohan Moncada is our third baseman instead of Devers. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that worked out, huh? And who knows? Maybe Moncada comes up in the Red Sox system and he's a different player. But I would take Devers 7 days out of the week and twice on Sunday. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened with Duran getting X-nade from prospects list. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like an idiot because I made a whole video on the reaction to the top 15. What's going on, Brian? Welcome in. We were talking about you earlier, wanting the thumbs up emote because we got a bunch of emotes here, Brian. I don't think you've seen them yet. The Danish, we got the money bags for Devers and Xanders, and we got the story time bombs. Those are the top four we're starting with. And once we get 3 or 5 subscribers, I think we unlocked a couple more. But for now, those are the ones. We were talking about you getting a like button emote. But what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Durant's value is down. It definitely is. I mean, you don't perform in the majors, but then you perform in the minors and you do pretty well. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that how prospects work out. Moncada's no longer the main guy. Wish you trade Jay Groom at his peak. Yeah, I still think you can trade Jay Groom and get a fairly decent closer, which is really all we need is a fairly decent closer. They're not using him. Yeah, I mean they don't have a spot to use him right now. Yeah, I mean it's crazy when you look back at some of these prospects. Moncada moves over to second. Does he become a better player? Groom gets traded instead of Kopech. Do we have Kopech in the bullpen right now to shut things down? There's your first strikeout in the entire game for the Red Sox. Let's go. Is Alk bald right now? Brian. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You officially joined the bleachers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your contribution. I think we are officially here. And gotten. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying here. We officially gotten the new emote. So guys, in the chat right now, give me some suggestions for what our next emote should be for members of this channel. Give me some suggestions, and the best ones, in my opinion, we'll vote on at the end of the stream. Yeah, Griffin, and I don't hate it. Several people wearing Red Sox hat in Latvia this week. Wow, that's crazy. One jerk wearing a Yankees hat. Yeah, Moncada was highly tattered when he came up. You're right. All right. So far for future emotes, we have the home run cart and we have the K. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas for emotes because I think we unlocked another one with the guys who became members tonight. Thank you, though. Yeah. No, I know what K is talking about. Breaking the bad spirits. A stick breaking would be kind of a cool one. You're right. Card is a leak. Yeah, let me get a Yankees email. That's a good idea, Eric. Eric, you want me to make a trade Bogarts or a Barnes emote? I love that home run card idea. All right, once we get give me a couple more. Let's get to let's get one more. So right now we got the home run card, we got the K, and we got the breaking of the sticks. Eric has been banned in the chat. Maybe I'll get a ban. Maybe we'll get a ban emote. Trade. Eric, what do you think you'd go for if we were gonna trade you? Green Monster. Green Monster would be kind of tough to do though. Ted Williams 7. That's not a bad idea. But I'm trying to get emotes that you can like use in conversation, right? Like when Danish comes in, I want the whole chat getting throwing Danishes up, right? Or when Devers or Xander hit a bomb, you get the money bags. Or Trevor Story's coming up, and the whole chat's got the story with the bombs on it. That'd be cool. Or a big K happens, and now we get the K bogey. Oh, so I'm trying to find emotes that'll work in everyone. In everyone can use. You think you could get a trade for 30 pounds, Eric? If you were gonna get traded, what pitcher you think we'd get for you? Think the Red Sox need a first baseman? No. I think Cordero's doing a decent job right now. I think Bobby's getting a little bit hot, and I think Cassis will be successful in the majors. So I don't think the Red Sox are in the market for first baseman right now. No, which is why I was surprised they went after Freddie Freeman. All right, chat. Let's vote on. How did I pull up the polls again? I'm an idiot. Oh. I'm down. Eric, you down with that? Dealt to the Yankees in exchange for 3 Boston, New York first row seats and free vending for home weekend games? I'm in with that. Pride, I just saw that. That's good. That's what we should just use for. I can't wait for the first Yankees Red Sox series that we have on live stream. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, you were in New York, a right-handed outfielder. That's who you're getting traded for. Someone moves a cup of coffee in 2010, and Rizzo's at first for us. Yeah, true. I forgot Rizzo came up with the Red Sox. Well, you be going home. A barn door. Moju and Barnes come in because you can't hit one. Does it mean we all eat free at Yankee Stadium or just Eric Griffin? Okay, we got a commercial break. Let's vote on this. Next emoji will be chat for everyone in here. Doesn't matter if you are subscribed or a member or not. We are all going to vote. The whole community. We've got the red K. We've got the home run cart. And what was the last one? Breaking of the stick. Breaking of the stick. Breaking of the stick. You want me to throw Wally in there? I'll throw Wally. Although I might get copywritten for that. Maybe we don't do Wally. Any other last minute additions to the emote vote? I'm trying to scratch up some cash. We got the home run cart. We got that one. So far, we've got the red K for a strikeout. We've got the home run cart. We got the breaking of the stick. And we're going to vote because I think you can only opt one. $25 super chat. Thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. Nice start to a really good channel. Thanks for looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Keep it up. I really do. That means a whole lot to me. Thank you. Everyone give Dad some claps in the chat right now. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Wow, very cool. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, all right. So we've got the Red K, the home run cart, and the breaking of the stick. Yeah, let's get some claps in the chat for Dad, huh? That was awesome. I think the second super chat on this channel it is for $25. Not that I appreciate anyone who can support me in any way. It means so much to me, regardless of what the amount is. But $25, that's very cool, very cool. Thank you. All right. Once again, thank you to Dad. Do you guys want a green? All right, I'll throw the green monster in there. That's come up a couple times. I will throw the green monster in there. All right. So everyone in this chat, regardless of whether or not you are a member of this channel, does not matter. We are going to vote on and see what you guys want the next emote for this channel to be. Let's see. We got the red K, the home run cart, breaking the stick, and the green monster. You guys got till the end of this inning to vote. Let's see. Next super tat needs to match Doogie's jersey. Please don't give me $100. Please. I mean, that would I might cry if someone donates $100. I would, I was close to crying when Dad gave me that. It's incredible that you guys support this channel. It really is. Thank you. But let's see what the next emote is. Because you have until yeah, we'll go to the end of this inning. To the top of the ninth to figure out, can I borrow $25? Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. You got a Venmo? Hopefully this is a long inning too. Hopefully this poll is running for hours. They score like 25 runs. That'd be awesome. I need $2 to join first. Yeah. And I think it's once I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I can put up a lower tier. I had to do so how it works is when you have memberships, right? You have the option to have a bunch of different tiers, but they have you start at the minimum of $2.99. And once I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I can make a tier that is lower. So my goal is once I get to that subscribers to create one that's 99 cents where you still get all the emotes and stuff, but you just don't get like the early access. And we'll probably make one eventually where it's like exclusive videos and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But I want everyone, as many people as possible, to be a part of this community without having to give up as much money as possible. Does that make sense? So I'm thinking once we get to into the double digits. So, oh, now it's there. Yeah, every inning it's going up 10 cents. Next live stream to be $25 to become a member of Red Sea Radio. I want JD to lay into one so bad. When was the last time we got a JD home run? Texas? Did he? Yeah, he hit one in Texas. What should the title of tomorrow's video be if they win this? It's not over. Man, what's tied right now? It's a home run cart and what? Oh no, the home run cart is killing it. Okay. You guys have 10 votes. We got 15 people in here and we got 2 outs to go. If you do not know yet, we officially hit a certain qualifications to be able to have memberships on this channel, which means you guys can pay to watch me. You guys can pay to watch me, even though you can do it for free. But you do get emotes, and we officially hit the threshold for a new emote. So we are trying to vote. So make sure you cast your vote there. Whether you are a member or not does not matter. You still deserve a vote in this community. Come on, Corbin, don't do it to me like that. I've been here. Only Griffin's membership will go up 10 cents every inning. Please do not steal your parents' credit card or anything crazy like that, or spend, the last of last month's rent to watch me. You can always watch me for free. I am at the end of the day, I am completely free to watch. So this is only if you truly feel as though I deserve it. And the people that have is an incredible feeling. So thank you to those of you who have subscribed today. Title it California Dreamin'. I like that. I like that a lot, Iman. Instantly regrets it, yeah. Yeah, that's my biggest fear is the shit. You see those videos. I was into am I starting a Patreon? I don't know. Maybe eventually, yeah. I what I want to do is I want to build up a community of sort of free. About to put the pin in. Please do not steal your parents' credit cards. That's my biggest fear. Is someone's gonna donate like $1,000, and I'm gonna get a DM on Twitter from someone's mom. That's like, "Hey, butthead." No, they're not gonna use the word butthead though. They say, "Hey, butthead, why is my son giving you $1,000?" Jack, yeah, I think the plan. I mean, obviously that's the goal eventually is to have a place where um is to have a place where yeah you need to pay to and I'll put out separate videos for that and stuff, sure, but right now I'm focused on ensuring that this community is the best community on YouTube, and that is my main focus. I also need to get into social media. I'm terrible with that right now, but that's my main focus. We'll worry about that another day. How about win a game date with me to Fenway? I was actually thinking about that, but I don't know how many people would be into that. May or may not have shared the account. What account, Griffin? You guys start an eBay to sell off your jerseys. I love my jerseys though. If I'm gonna sell anything, it's gonna be the baseball cards, but that's only if I really need the money. I do. I try to keep it as cool as level headed as possible. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of oh, oof, I thought you actually did. I thought you did for a second there, Griffin. You scared me. I appreciate that, Yanni. It really does. It means a lot to me. But yeah, I try. Also, yeah, Boston Strong used to be great. Used to be a great Twitter page. Yeah, they gotten and I like emotional Twitter pages. Don't get me wrong. And I'm an emotional Twitter page. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I do live tweet these games when I'm not live streaming. But there's a difference between being emotional and being consistently negative, and I don't want to be that type of content creator. I would totally go with you to Fenway send plane tickets. Yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I like mm, I don't know how to say this. I'd be nervous. Please don't do that, Yanni. Please do not steal your parents' credit card. Carabas is pretty decent. Yeah, as much as people hate on Jared Carabas, and as much as he's a hometown guy, he's also very level-headed about things. I love. I don't know if you guys listen to Carabas's podcast. I love Tyler on that podcast. He's extremely, extremely knowledgeable about the Red Sox. He's a great Twitter follow too. If you guys want Red Sox Twitter people to follow. But anyways, I thought about doing the ticket thing, and hey, win a game with me, blah blah blah. And I don't think my community is like this, but there are definitely some, um, so some. I don't want to say weirdos. Weirdos is the wrong word because I don't think my community is like that. But I don't want to end up going to the game with someone who's yeah. I guess a weirdo is the best way to put it. I don't think any of you guys are. That I need to right off the top. I'm not saying that you guys are, but that would be my biggest fear with auctioning myself. Someone who's got the wrong intentions of me bringing him to a game or you know something like that. That's a great idea, Griffin. There isn't a ton of that. There's a ton of that. Tyler's an upgrade from Steve. I'm starting to not like Steve's new podcast. If I'm being totally honest, I liked it at the beginning. I do miss Coley. I loved Coley. Got to be so careful on the internet. That's my fear, Jack. And again, it's not that I expect you guys to be a creep or anything like that. It's just that there's such a small, minute part of the internet that is like that, and it's gonna bleed into almost everything. So that's my fear. Dude, you wanted that one. We need more Sox fans. Yeah, halftime's a great app. If you guys are super into all things sports, halftime is essentially Twitter that is just sports. So it's pretty cool. Griffin is that's Griffin. Is that where? Yeah, I think that's where. I mean, obviously, I think you were subbed to me before that, obviously, but that's where we really got to know each other was halftime. It's a lot of fun. I don't post a ton on there. Again, I'm terrible with social media, but yeah. Hey, Smokey, what's going on, man? All right, guys. So you have 2 outs remaining to vote on what emote we are going to put in next, regardless of whether or not you are a member. Be sure to make sure that you guys are voting because I want to make sure that it is the community's emotes, not just mine. You guys have until the top of the ninth. Yeah, halftime's really, really cool. Again, I don't really post on there a ton. I used to post my videos, but I'm feeling a lot better, Smokey. Man, I was down and out last week. It was terrible. I started feeling better this weekend. That was terrible. That's what I thought, Griffin. Yeah, I mean, halftime's really cool. But if you guys want a halftime wizard, talk to Griffin. I mostly am on there. I'm mostly on there just to look at other people's posts, mostly Griffin's. But I will obviously, if you guys follow me and want to talk to me on there, you obviously can. COVID, yeah, it was COVID, and I'm vaccinated and boosted. And it still beat me down, man. It still beat me down. It was crazy. So stay safe out there, guys. It is a real thing. But yeah, now we're back. We're feeling good. We got our first live stream in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's what I want to talk to you. We're going to do another poll after this because I almost forgot this and I can't forget this because it's almost the bottom of the night. It's fine, Jack. We're good. We're good now. Doesn't matter. We're good. And it sucks. It did suck because I rarely leave the house because I work from home and then obviously I do this in my free time. So I'm not really out of the house a lot. It was a breakout at work. So happened. How many votes we got on the emotes going on here? All right, we got 12 votes. There's a couple of you lurking, which is fair. But yeah, I want to make sure it's you guys like the emotes too because I thought I came up with a couple of good ones, but I want to make sure you guys get some too. Is the score still correct? Whoa, oh my lord, he just frisbeed that. What the hell happened there? Yeah, I got the channel join up and running, Smokey. I don't know if anyone wants to, but if you would like to, I'll put the link in the chat. So if anyone wants to join, go ahead. It's only $3. You get the emotes that we're talking about. There are 4 already. Anyone who is already a member would like to show the emotes off, go for it. And we're voting on a new one now. They're not intentionally walking him, are they? They are. They intentionally walk Story. Yeah, that was crazy. It looked like he threw a frisbee, and then they intentionally walk him. Thanks, Jack. Those are the emotes that I came up with. So now we're voting on which ones you guys want. It's looking like the home run card's winning. Do we want anyone in the home run card? That's the next question. Like, should I just put like a non-specific, like a generic Red Sox player? Maybe I'll put like Ted Williams or Big Papi. How about a signed photo of Corbin? Yeah, you want my headshot? Well, I got a nice autograph actually. I got a baseball card autograph for sure. It used to be ROs, yeah. Let's put a guy I haven't heard anything about in what, like 3 whatever happened to oh wow, that was a bad voice crack. Jeez. Whatever happened to ROs? Generic player or legend? All right, I'll think about it. Nice emotes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Danish one was a must. I had to put the Danish in there. He's in the minors. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's injured in AAA. Interesting. Failed bunt dinger. Yeah. Think a Corbin headshot should be at 1,000,000 subs. I would give if people want a Corbin headshot, I'll give one out of 5,000 subs. 5,000 subs are doing a lot of things. Yeah, yeah. The money gun was a one and done. It feels like, which sucks because I actually really like the money guns. It changed it up. I mean, we've been doing the home run card for what? 3 years now. Grand Slam. Let's see it. Like I said, Christian Vasquez hits a home run in this series. We're gonna win 15 straight. I'm just feeling that. See if he does it right here. Right here. Oof. Not a double. Yeah, that was the excuse that they gave Smokey, but I mean, they're what? Probably like $20 for a giant pack of fake dollar bills on Amazon. If they get wet, just buy new ones. Can't be that hard. Christian has been swinging well. Yeah, yeah, he's been swinging a hot bat. Not the last couple of days, but the series with Baltimore and Mariners series, and yeah, he's been hot for the entire month of May, really. And I love that. I love seeing guys that you don't normally see get hot, get hot. It's really cool. JBJ is another one. Yeah, it was not a double Griffin. Pretty far from it. Is this guy related to Trevor Hoffman by any chance? That'd be kind of cool seeing JB Jesus incoming JBJ slam. That would be incredible. It was a ball outside. Yeah. They get there. They get the bases loaded, and then they decide, that's enough. We'll just show them that we can score runs and not actually score runs. We'll get as close as humanly possible to scoring runs, and then we just won't. Good idea. Never mind. Never mind. We're going. Look at talking about JBJ. Go, baby, go. Give me JBJ over Hunter Renfroe. Give him to me. Hot take. Give him to me. He is clutch. He's low-key clutch. Here's the big question. Two tops question. JBJ is fantastic. Here's the big question. Top two catching prospects in AAA right now. Wong and Hernandez. Vasquez making $7.5 million a year and unrestricted free agent next year. What do you do? I don't know. If I am being totally honest. Yeah, Smokey. It really does feel like that. It feels like JBJ is Red Sox Nation's child. It's funny, especially when he comes up in big moments. But back Griffin, I don't know. I really don't. I guess if the question is, do you think that Connor Wong or Ronaldo Hernandez is going to give you? There's a Rodaldo Hernandez. I don't know. Either way, is going to give you equal or more production. He did nothing, Anthony. Sorry. He got good wood on it, though. Bobby's getting good wood on it. We like that. But do you think they give you? Let's see. JBJ was my favorite player, and then Renfroe was only for my favorite player to be traded for my old favorite player. You got the runaround, Yanni. That's crazy. I love his defense, his smarts, and everything, but his offense was weak point. When that is going, it's so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a great player when his offense is going. And he'll always be, he'll always be a Gold Glove candidate. I think we signed Vasky to a 2-year deal with a team opt out after 1 year. Wong is the backup next year, and Plawecki walks. I could see it. I could see it. I don't know. Plawecki's such a clubhouse guy. I don't know if he walks. We'll see. What makes Connor Wong so to me nothing like stands out catching wise. Am I wrong? Like what makes him such a highly touted catching prospect? Like when you're getting the production you're getting right now from Christian Vasquez, it's hard to rationalize letting him walk for Connor Wong, in my opinion. If you're letting him, if he ends the year hitting around 280 in the 8 spot, it's hard to rationalize replacing him, in my opinion. Pilecki could not throw out his great grandmother. Yeah. True. Plawecki, yeah. Plawecki defensively not great. And then when he's not hitting offensively, then you got a little bit of a problem. Money, true. His framing IQ versus Dilly block and speed. Okay, so he's a pure defensive catcher. Okay. Blake Swihart 2.0. I hope not. Although Blake Swihart, is he with the Tigers now? He's doing all right. Plawecki's here for Nate, but then you think about it, Nate also throws to Connor Wong every offseason, so I don't know if he would be too upset. So I don't know. Projects 270 average. Okay, so say I like this. I like this move of bringing Schreiber. Oh, right. We got to figure out. Hold on. We got to see which one won. All right. So home run card is our next emote. Next stream, we will have a home run card. Now I have to give you guys another poll because now we have a problem because next week's game starts at 9:35 at night because it's on the West Coast. Now, if you guys want, I will stream the 9:45 game, but I'm gonna let you know that's probably gonna go to what? I figured that's what you mean by IF. But if I okay, so there's two options. Either we stream Wednesday like normal, but it's at 9:40 or 9:35, so we start at 9:15, or we do the Sunday game, which I believe is 4:10, and then we don't do one. And then we don't do one on Wednesday. Ball all night. Yeah, it's nice to ball all. Okay, so yeah, so Sunday game's at 4, and the Wednesday game is at 9:38, so 9:40. Would love to do both, can't do both. So let me put this in a poll. All right, so you guys vote here. Next stream, would you do Sunday at 4 p.m. or when? Don't make fun of me if I spell Wednesday wrong. At 9:45. All right, so the poll's up. Let me know what you think. Again, I'll give you guys to the end of this this inning. Well, obviously, it'll probably be the end of the game. Is there a fine? That's a good question too. Yeah, Jack. I mean, it's just gonna be hard for some people. Like that's gonna be, I don't know when the NBA finals are. That's a good question. First game's tomorrow. I know that. Next game's Sunday at 4, so it'd be right before the finals game, or Wednesday at 9. So there's gonna be. So if we stream Wednesday, it's at 9. The finals. But if we stream Sunday, we stream right before. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I have to work Thursday morning too, which is why I'm trying to. Oh yeah, could give some love to Boston in the finals. Absolutely insane. So either way, both games are on. Yeah, But on Sunday, it's 4 hours. We start 4 hours before the finals. On Wednesday, we start the same time as the finals. That's a little bit tricky. So I'll give you guys to the end of the game. We'll see. We got one more out, and it's Joey Votto. Come on, Schreiber. Let's put him to bed. Let's put the Cincinnati Reds to sleep. Come on. Cincinnati Reds to sleep. Come on. Yeah, it's looking like got to keep the Wednesday. I'm not going to vote because I can go either way. The win streak is a good thing, but I have a good feeling about the luck of this, Chad. I don't think the day matters. I think us coming together at least once a week does matter, because the week that we did not go, they ended up on a losing streak. So all I think to me is that we come together, Red Sea Radio, and give this team some good luck at some point this week. So it's up to you guys. I will do the 9:31, but it's gonna be a late night, a really late night. My opinion, I would prefer Sunday, but again, it's not me who's watching these streams. I watch every Red Sox game, so. All right, here it is. Last pitch of the game. Come on. Let's get this winning streak right back. What's our record right now? It's that's a good question. I think we're dead even. I think we're 3-3. Story with a good slide. Story with the putout. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we needed that, chat. We had a tough series against Baltimore. We had a tough game last night. They come out, they shove it against one of the game's brightest young pitchers, and we get a W going into the Oakland A's, Seattle Mariners, and Los Angeles Angels. The Oakland A's not great. Oh yeah, we got the story bombs. I forgot about that. Oakland A's not great. The Seattle Mariners have been sputtering, and the Angels have been sputtering. So we'll see. All right, so it looks like we're gonna do Sunday, chat. Looks like most of the chat wants Sunday, so we're gonna do Sunday at 4 p.m. That is when the next stream will be, because 9:45 is gonna be tough. But thank you all and everyone who decided to come on by for this game. We had Dottie for all the money that you gave me. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Everyone who subscribed or became a member, thank you all very much. Check out Halftime if you want to talk to Griffin about prospects and GM stuff. And I will make sure that there is a home run cart for members. Sunday at 4 p.m. is our next stream. Thank you all for coming by. Make sure you like the video so that Brian doesn't have an aneurysm. And I will see you guys, and shout out to the person who commented on this. I believe it was a Lost Dutchman. Instead of saying in the next one, I'm going to from now on say, I will see you guys in the red seats. So next week, guys, remember Sunday. Sunday's the stream, and I will see you guys in the red seats.